making this one easy for Chris Barnes on the spare conversion. He misses the head pin and then just rifles this one at the 10 pin in the 6th. And it's an air ball, and it is now a 36 pin hole that Osku Palermaa has dug himself in. So Osku has had a long commercial break, and then he's going to have to sit down for another whole frame's worth of action from that man, Chris Barnes, as he continues to mull over that major error at a major. On the throat.
Yeah, he's putting boots to him now. Anytime your opponent gives you an opening, great champions step through the door and take advantage of it. Chris Barnes gets this a little bit right at target, but he throws it so well off his hand in that new release, he was able to tip that one and get it to go into the light switch zone for a 3-bagger.
The lead at 46. We begin the 7th.
Go ahead, say it.
Hello. There you go, Chris Barnes. Say it like you mean it.
60 games over 5 patterns, 250 of the world's greatest players, but it all came down to versatility and endurance. Chris Barnes is showing you that he possesses both. Remember yesterday's telecast, he was about 10 boards farther left on the lane than he is now, showing you he can play all the angles.
Osku, a much-needed strike for a very talented young man from Finland. I heard he said, stay on that lane. He likes the right lane, not the left so much, as we take a look at the other finishers here from the PBA World Championship. Michael Haugen Jr. concluding at 5. Jason Belmonte at 7. And the Big Nasty checking in at 8. Osku in the 8th. There's his second pair of strikes.
We'd have a ball game if he didn't whip those 2 spares. Number 1, he threw a hook ball at the 1-2-4. Big mistake. Need to throw the ball straight at that spare, in my opinion anyway. And then missing the 10 pin is unforgivable. At this level, with this type of pressure, a stage this big, you can't miss single pin spares. See him turning that hand to the inside just a little bit. He's trying to spin the ball off his hand a bit more.
Barnes to the change purse to drop a nickel.
Chris, what do you see out there, and why are you able to string the strikes and make it look so easy?
Well, a lot of guys played to the right in practice. It's kind of the same strategy Billy used the first time around on the Viper pattern, and we followed suit. And so the track's hooking a little bit right now. It's going to break down pretty fast as the rest of these guys get on them, though.
Chris, real quickly, what did those 2 open frames by Osku do to your approach for the rest of this match?
Well, I mean, there's no doubt it helps you get looser when you have an opportunity like that and you have a lead. It's easier to bowl from ahead than from behind sometimes.
So Chris Barnes steps up for his effort in the 9th, firmly in control of this one, and it's almost to the point now where you can start doing some experimenting as he gets ready for his matchup, which is looming with 2-seed Sean Rapp.
All right.
A whiff of his own in the 9th.
That's not Randy's fault, that's mine.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for bailing me out there. But for all intents and purposes, Chris Barnes needs to get 8 pins total in the 10th frame, and the match is over. The best Osku Palermaa can shoot is 223.
Man, was that dancing with the gutter again.
Well, Osku went with what he thought was his best chance to win, and that was the extreme outside line with the urethane. Unfortunately, missed spares was his undoing.
Cleans that one up. We urge you to head on over to PBA.com during today's telecast and submit your More of what matters to you. Fan question brought to you by the makers of One A Day. You can direct your question to one of today's finalists or to one of our announcers, Kimberly, Randy, or myself. Just head on over to PBA.com and click on the One A Day logo to submit your question. We'll have that a little bit later in the broadcast. Seeing the head pin is Osku. And while we have this quick break, we do want to send out our congratulations to Osku and his fiancée, Veronica. And Osku telling us last night that he found out the day he bowled and won the Shark Championship that his fiancée is pregnant due the end of June. A wonderful step in the right direction. Team Palermo. Look at that one.
The two-handed backup ball is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, he doesn't like what happened today, but he's got to be very proud of what he accomplished at the World Series of Bowling, winning the Shark Championship and finishing 4th in the World Championships. You're going to see a lot of Osku Palermaa.
Barnes back on the strike train, and for the second consecutive match, he wins with relative ease. He has yet to have been pushed on TV here at the PBA World Championship. The second major of the season is now just 6 days away. And when we return, we reflect back on Kelly Kulick's historic victory at last year's TOC.